Good morning, guys. Today is National Bagel Day, so I thought, what better way to celebrate than sharing with you guys some of my favourite recipes. Let's talk about the bagel. I think everyone can agree bagels are great. I think we can also agree that none of us know why there's holes in the middle of them. If you do, comment below, it'd be great. Obviously, it is a skill to make bagels. They're first formed, rolled, then they're boiled, then they're baked. It's very, very complicated. So I always buy mine. And the Bagelry in Liverpool is an independent business, which I love, and they're making these fresh, incredible bagels every day. So the first one we're gonna do today is a little breakfast bagel. So, I'm gonna try and vamp up and make it a little bit more extra special with a breakfast egg one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my bagel, I'm gonna take a really, really thin layer off the top. So watching your fingers, obviously you can see we've got a wound already. It was not from bagels, it was from something else in the kitchen. I'm just gonna skim the top off really thinly. So that's the lid I've taken off, the really, really thin part. I'm just left with that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a little moat around the bagel. Be careful, you don't wanna rip to the center, but I'm just gonna use my fingers and hollow out so I've got a nice little ring, like a little ring moat around the bagel, if that makes sense to you all. So once you've hollowed out, just be careful you don't go straight through to the bottom. You should be left with a nice little empty mold all around the bagel. So now in essence, what we're gonna make is a kind of omelette filling or a quiche filling. So I'm just gonna go in with one egg, crack that straight into my bowl, and then we're gonna flavor that. This is where you add whatever you like. If you wanna add some chopped ham, some cooked bacon, do you wanna keep it veggie, add some chopped sausage. I'm just gonna go with something nice and simple, a little bit of fresh chopped parsley and some grated goat cheese. And I've got some lovely caramelized onion chutney left over from Christmas time. Really nice and sweet and works really well with the salty goat cheese. Here I've got my egg mix. I just added a tiny little splash of milk just to help loosen it out a little bit. Now we're ready to fill our little bagel boat. So just carefully, I'm gonna pour that in. So now I'm gonna add my caramelized onion chutney. I'm just gonna dollop that over the top and it'll just sink in and add a nice sweet flavor through the egg. And just to finish it off, I'm gonna go with a tiny bit more the grated goat cheese just on top. I'm using a hard goat cheese, which is a lot more milder than the goat cheese log. It's absolutely delicious. It's just a little bit on top like that. And then all we're gonna do is put that into a preheated oven, about 180 degrees. I'm gonna cook it until the egg's just nicely set. We can leave the lid on the side and just put it back on to finish at the end. While we've got our egg bagel in the oven, I'm going to show you another really nice recipe for a nice lunchtime sandwich one. I'm going to take my bagel, I'm just going to slice it down the middle in half. So once I've opened my bagel, I'm just going to quickly toast that for about 20-30 seconds in the toaster, under the grill, in the oven, or on a sandwich press, which is what I've got here. Give that 30 seconds to heat. And I'm going to fill this one with some fresh barata. So barata is like buffalo mozzarella, but way more creamier and way more indulgent. If you can't get hold of barata, you can just use buffalo mozzarella or any other grated cheese will work. If I just show you now, when I open into this, it's literally like cream. It's the most amazing cheese ever. So my bagel's had 30 seconds now, just to take that cold edge off of it. I've just got a clove of garlic, and all I'm gonna do is just, with a little bit of force, rub each side of the bagel with the garlic. So the little trick here is if you take your garlic clove and rub the bagel when it's just been toasted slightly, as the bagel warms, it helps release the oils from the garlic. So I'm just gonna lightly rub there, all over each side. And you can already smell the garlic. When you do it when it's warm, you're not gonna get a really harsh, raw taste of garlic. It smells amazing. Now we're going to assemble our sandwich. So on the bottom, I'm going to go in with some prosciutto crudo, which is just basically Parma ham. Again, use anything you like here. Keep it veggie. You could use some nice roasted chicken left over from a Sunday roast. I'm going to lay that nice and high. On top of that, I'm gonna add some fresh rocket. Just go straight on with that. And whenever we're using rocket or salad leaves, it's really important to season them. So I'm gonna go with a little drizzle of olive oil, and a little pinch of salt. On top of that, we're gonna add some of our fresh burrata. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. It's so creamy. That just goes straight on. And then just to finish it off, we're gonna add a little slice of some tomato. I've got these lovely heritage tomatoes, so they've all got different shapes, colours and sizes, and they all bring different flavours. So you get the green ones that are slightly sharper. These ones here have got quite a sweet taste to them. So I'm just gonna go in with a few slices of that. And again, a little bit of seasoning there, tiny pinch of salt, and some fresh black pepper. And another ingredient that works so well with tomatoes is oregano or oregano. It's an ongoing discussion we have. Just a little sprinkle on top. Lid goes on. I'm literally just gonna show that to the grill for about 1 minute, just so everything sort of gets warm and melted together. So we're ready to get the bagels out. So this one's had a minute on the grill. Everything's just sort of nicely got warmed with each other. You can see the burrata just melting over the edges. I'm gonna grab my little egg bagel out the oven now. You can just see all the eggs puffed up, lovely. This is really hot, I'm gonna show you though. Woo! Can you see that? Down there. Slice them in half so you can see what they look like down the middle. There you have it, guys. National Bagel Day. You've got a breakfast recipe and a lunch recipe there. Thanks for watching.